Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Polkadex. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, I would encourage you to check out the top right hand corner of your video. There will be a link that will take you to the previous update. Watch that before watching this one so you have more context. Now, jumping into the daily chart. So, as you know, I did have this very nice descending triangle over here playing out. And unfortunately, right now, we have started losing the lower support trend line. And we almost back tested it as resistance. So right now, what I'm targeting is the $14.50 price tag over here. So we lost a crucial level of support that we've been holding ever since September. We kind of had a little fake out over here and we landed on the 0.5. So this is what I'm potentially expecting is we come back to the 0.5 over here and then we have a nice rebound and you break up. You know, that would be obviously the perfect move over here, but I do expect us to come back down to the 0.5, right? We may end up, reversing the trend right now very quickly, but if we jump into the daily RSI, you can see that we lost the pink trend line as well, and that was a very important line that we've been holding ever since October as well. So actually, if you move back the trend line a bit, you can see that we've held it as support even before that in August. So this was a very crucial support trend line. I think we're going to test it as resistance in the future. And right now, I do have a nice support level on the RSI for you. You can see that we had bounces in these areas. So this will be a nice support line or support area, anywhere from 36.5 on the RSI all the way to 34.5 on the RSI, the daily chart. So if you see yourself come back down on the RSI to these zones, make sure to have some buy order set up and buy the dip. But I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I would be doing because, you're going pretty low on the RSI towards the oversold. So usually that's a very nice time to start buying. Okay, and for the long-term targets that we have here for Polkadex, I do think it has a very nice future, a very bright future. And the $140 price tag over here that we have is the 1.618. If we take a trend line to that, that's 795% of profit. And considering that this is a low cap gem, that is very possible in my opinion, but we'll only be looking at that target once you start breaking the previous swing high, which is right over here at $40. And once you're above that and you back test it as support, then you're moving into the 1.618, and that is your technical target. Obviously, we have the 1.414 and the 1.272 below that, but the major target is going to be here at $140. Obviously, we may get overextended to $313 over here, the second fib level that we have. I'm just going to remove the trend line so I don't need them there. So we may potentially see an overextension to that area over there, but I don't know if that's going to happen, right? It depends on how fast the market starts rising, if Polkadex has any bullish news, that sort of stuff. If it gets listed on another major exchange, I think that can help the price very nicely get to the previous all-time highs at least. But even without all that, I do see us getting to the previous all-time high before the end of the year when we start the parabolic run-up. So yeah, I know a lot of you are into Polkadex. This is a very nice time to start dollar cost averaging. Okay, now jumping into the 4-hourly chart. So obviously I did give you this buy zone in the last video, so hopefully you had those buy orders up. And I know the price went down a little bit below that, but you can never catch the absolute bottom, right? So you never know how low a price is going to go. You can just, keep on dollar cost averaging. So we have our potential low over here sitting at $14.50, which is the swing low of this Fibonacci retracement that I have set up, as you can see. And if we manage to come back down there, that would be a very nice double bottom pattern. And, it still is a bullish pattern. And even though we are in a bull flag, not a bull flag, I'm getting everything mixed up. I do apologize. So right now we are in a falling wedge. as you can see. So this is just a triangle turned 45 degrees to the downside. So we are in a falling wedge. The target from the falling wedge, as you all know, guys, say it with me, is where the falling wedge was created. And it's roughly over here, right around the golden ratio at $22.50. So that's where the falling wedge was created. So that's what we're going to be looking for when we're breaking out of this falling wedge. So it's a very nice entry point right now. If you're a trader, obviously you're waiting for a breakout back test of support. That's when you get in. But if you're just a swing trader, or you just want to have a nice trade, then right now entering is a very nice spot, because we are pretty close to the apex. And usually when you're this close to the apex, the breakout is very very soon, and the closer you are to the apex, the stronger the breakout typically is. You can spot some resistance over here at the 0.236 at $17.61. That is something that can hold us back down for a bit. We are in a bearish cross on the 4-hourly chart. Now, let's say we started losing this $14.50 price tag. I do have another level of support for you here below that. So anywhere from $13.80 to $12.31 will be your nice level to buy back in. I've had this buy zone for a couple of months now over here, and now we potentially may come into it. So if we jump into the 4-hourly stochastic right now, let's just zoom in a little bit. So you can see that we're potentially reversing the trend. And as you can see, we started moving, up and down. Here we're moving down, and now we're potentially setting up the move towards the upside, where we have a trend reversal, right? So this is one of the looking glasses that you want to be paying attention to. Now let's see if we had any hidden bullish divergences. Ignore the white trend lines, they're for the daily chart. So okay, let's bring out the price action. Let's compare it to the relative strength index and see if we had a nice bullish divergence. Well, yeah, we're having a bullish divergence right now on the 4-hourly chart, a hidden bullish divergence. You're printing a lower low on the price action, and you're printing a higher low on the relative strength index. That is considered a hidden bullish divergence, and that is what typically is followed by a price surge, right? So this is what happened with SparkPoint. They had a hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hourly chart, and they managed to have some nice moves towards the upside, and now they're holding the 4-hourly 20 EMA as support. So this is something that I envision for Polkadex as well. So keep an eye on the RSI. As you can see, we were in these sort of patterns before. We were in these falling wedges before, and they usually have a move towards the upside. Look at this. Look at this strong candle. This is just one candle on the 4-hourly chart. That's 25% move in a matter of 4 hours. So yeah. Now let's jump into the daily chart. Okay, now on the daily chart, you can see that we had this horizontal over here, and we got rejected from there 3 times, and now we broke through it, back tested as support, and now we're getting rejected from this other white trend line. And I do think this white trend line is from the weekly chart. I'm just going to have to double check. So the stochastic is in the oversold, perfect buying opportunity. The MACD is getting overextended to the downside. So this is another indicator that I use for confirmations. And yeah, let's jump into the weekly chart, see if that trend line on the RSI is from the weekly chart indeed. Well, no, it's not from the weekly chart. I don't know where that trend line came from. So this is the daily trend line that we want to be looking at. So overall, we're doing pretty good. On the weekly chart, we're having a little bounce off of the 20 EMA over here. As you can see, we have a wick to the 20 EMA. The drawings are a bit distracting. I do apologize. We're going to get rid of them right now. That's a lot better. So as you can see, you had a little bounce off the 20 EMA, got rejected back down. But overall, if you take a look at the weekly chart, it's not looking that bad at all, right? This is just consolidation at its finest. And once we have a move towards the upside, it's going to be glorious for everyone who bought in this area, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if I missed out anything on the charts. And make sure to follow me on Twitter. Check out our Telegram chat and our Discord server. We do have a Patreon as well with exclusive content, with my buys, my sells, my projects that I'm eyeballing, and low cap gems that have already, done pretty nicely already. So make sure to join into the Patreon to get all that exclusive stuff. Obviously, it's a great way to support me, but it's a great way for me to give back to you guys as well. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, guys, make sure to check out ExpressVPN. I do have a special deal for you where you can get 3 extra months for free. So ExpressVPN is the best VPN we have here in the space, and especially for us in the crypto space, it is very important to keep our data safe and encrypted, and the governments and your local network providers will not be able to track down your data if you're using a VPN, so it secures your network. So sign up for 12 months of unlimited access to ExpressVPN and our ultra-fast global network, and you'll get 3 extra months for free. So you can get your money back within a 30-day range with no problems. If you don't like something, they have 24/7 customer support, and you can enjoy unrestricted access worldwide. So ExpressVPN defeats content restrictions and censorship to deliver unlimited access to video, music, social media, and more from anywhere in the world. So we know that Netflix does this all the time, and all the other streaming platforms, region block content to certain countries, and this is a great way to get through that. So you're going to stay secure and anonymous online. So it hides your IP address, and you can basically switch your IP address to an IP address in Japan or in the Netherlands, wherever you want. They have more than 3,000 servers in 94 countries. So you can get ExpressVPN on all your devices, your MacBook, your laptop, whatever it is, your phone, console, router. You can get it all installed on all of those. So yeah, the links are going to be in the description, guys. Obviously, if you use them, it's going to support me as well, but I really do think this is a great product, and I do think we can all benefit from it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.